Hey friends, picture this. An abandoned station in Antarctica where a team of scientists uncovers an alien thing that shouldn't exist. Today, we're diving into The Thing, a horror that'll give you chills with every creak. Ready? Let's go. The film opens with a glimpse of Antarctica in 1982. The action then shifts to paleontologist Kate Lloyd, who specializes in studying vertebrate species. One day, in the midst of a busy workday, Dr. Sander Halverson enters her office, accompanied by Kate's longtime friend, Adam Finch. He's heard of her successes and achievements and invites her to join a Norwegian research team working in Antarctica. The doctor reveals that a few days ago, scientists discovered something extraordinary, a structure buried under the ice that resembles a spaceship. Nearby, they found the body of an unknown creature, frozen in the ice for about 100,000 years. Fueled by professional curiosity, Kate accepts the invitation. Adam assures her that in all his years working with the doctor, he's never seen him so excited, which means the project is truly intriguing. Upon arriving at the site, Kate and Adam meet the rest of the team. Their faces freeze in awe at the scale of the discovery. It turns out the object was detected when the creature, somehow still alive, left the ship's confines, triggering a distress signal. The team gets to work, and on the first day, they extract a block of ice containing the unknown creature's body and transport it to the station. Dr. Sander orders the team to restrict radio communications to prevent any leaks. The next day, the scientists examine the ice block and discuss their next steps. They plan to carefully chip away at the ice to reach the creature's body. Dr. Sander insists on immediately taking tissue samples for further study, but Kate objects, arguing that they lack the proper equipment and that the conditions are far from sterile. Calling her aside, Sander reprimands Kate, warning her not to challenge him in front of the team. That evening, as the group celebrates their progress, the doctor delivers a speech proclaiming a bright future awaits them. Jameson steps out to fetch more drinks and enters the hangar where the ice block is stored. There, he witnesses the unknown creature break free from the ice, crash through the roof, and escape into the night. He rushes to tell his colleagues, who initially think he's joking. Deciding to check for themselves, the team heads to the storage area. Confirming Jameson's story, Dr. Sander divides the team into groups, and they set out to search for the creature. The first thing that catches their attention is an empty kennel where a dog was usually kept. The area is drenched in blood, but the dog is nowhere to be found. Two Norwegians, Olav and Henrik, spot the creature under one of the station's buildings. It suddenly extends a sharp tentacle, piercing Henrik's chest and drags him beneath the structure. Olav's screams draw the rest of the team, who, realizing the creature can't be killed with conventional weapons, set the building ablaze with the creature inside. It emits horrific shrieks before falling silent minutes later. After extinguishing the flames, the team returns to the station. They mourn Henrik's death, as the young man left behind a wife and 3 small children. Dr. Sander offers his condolences and urges the team to gather their strength and begin studying the creature's remains, emphasizing their duty as scientists to investigate this new life form. Carter reports that Olav's condition is critical. He suggests waiting until dawn to transport him to a nearby station with a military hospital. Kate, Adam, and Sander begin dissecting the creature. They discover Henrik's body inside, encased in an amniotic sac. Kate takes a tissue sample from the deceased man to study the changes caused by contact with the creature. Together with Adam, she notices that the creature's cells are still alive and, astonishingly, mimicking Henrik's cells. Meanwhile, Jameson, pilot Sam Carter, Griggs, and a grieving Olav, still shaken by Henrik's death, prepare to leave the station in the only helicopter to get medical help for Olav and bring reinforcements. Just as the team is ready for takeoff, Kate finds blood-soaked dental crowns on the bathroom floor and a shower stall covered in blood. Realizing the creature may have boarded the helicopter, she races outside, desperately trying to stop it. Seeing her, Carter begins to land, but Griggs transforms into a monstrous entity and kills Olav. The helicopter spirals out of control and crashes in the nearby mountains. Stunned, Kate returns to the station to find the blood in the shower gone. The remaining team members study a map to pinpoint the helicopter's crash site, speculating about what caused the disaster. They lack the means to reach the wreckage. The radio operator, Colin, reports a communication line failure, leaving the station completely cut off. Edward tries to convince Sander that they need outside help, but the doctor insists on keeping everything secret to protect their groundbreaking discovery. Hearing that some colleagues plan to reach a neighboring base on snowmobiles, Kate questions their strategy and shares her insights about the creature's nature. It can perfectly mimic any living form, including humans, but cannot replicate inorganic objects like dental crowns or orthopedic pins, expelling them during assimilation. Kate suggests the creature may have already copied one of the team members, biding its time for an attack. As proof, she shows the dental crowns found in the bathroom. Most of the team dismisses her or accuses her of fueling paranoia, but they still plan to send a few people to the nearest camp for help. After the others leave, Juliet approaches Kate, assuring her she believes her. She mentions seeing Colin leave the shower with a towel and reveals she knows where the snowmobile keys are kept, suggesting they take them to prevent anyone from leaving the station. When the women enter a storage room, Juliet transforms into the creature and tries to consume Kate. Fleeing, Kate encounters Carl, who gets in the way of the ravenous entity. Carl dies. Lars arrives at the sound of screams and incinerates the creature with a flamethrower. Juliet and Carl's remains are taken outside and burned to ensure the creature's cells are destroyed. At that moment, Carter and Jameson return to the station, barely alive from the cold and the helicopter crash. Suspecting they might be infected, the team isolates them. Adam and Sander rush to the lab to test blood samples from the returning men. While they're away, a fire breaks out in the lab. Tensions flare between the Norwegians and Americans. To quell the growing chaos, Kate proposes a simple test, checking everyone's teeth. She's certain those with metal crowns are immediately cleared of suspicion. During the test, Adam, Doctor, Sander, Station Chief Edward, and radio operator Colin fall under suspicion, as they either have perfect teeth or porcelain implants indistinguishable from real ones. Kate, Lars, Peter, and Jonas are cleared, as they all have metal crowns. Kate sends Lars and Jonas to check on Carter and Jameson, but upon arriving, the Norwegians find a hole in the shed's floor. When Lars, armed with a flamethrower, enters a nearby building, something grabs him and drags him inside. Panicked, Jonas returns and urges Peter to go back for Lars, but Kate insists on keeping the suspects under watch. During the argument, Carter and Jameson burst in, armed with Lars's flamethrower and a pistol. Edward convinces Peter that the Americans killed Lars and are infected. As Peter raises the flamethrower, Jameson shoots him, damaging the flamethrower's tank. It explodes, knocking Edward unconscious. When they carry him to the lounge, he transforms into the creature and kills Jonas with a detached arm, then mortally wounds Jameson and Adam. Sander and Colin flee in terror. Kate and Carter try to destroy the creature, assimilating Adam and Edward, but the flamethrower malfunctions and the fused entity escapes. Jameson succumbs to a pneumothorax, and Kate burns him along with Edward and Jonas's assimilated arm. Carter and Kate hunt for the creature and burn its second detached arm. The two-faced monster attacks Sander, then corners Carter in the kitchen, attempting to assimilate him, but it's caught in a blast from Kate's flamethrower. Kate and the surviving Carter see Sander the creature steal a snowmobile and give chase. They reach the crash site of the alien ship, which is preparing to launch. Alone, Kate confronts the transformed doctor who tries to kill her. She destroys it with a grenade from a crate Lars had shown her earlier. Seeing Carter, Kate grows suspicious, noticing his earring, present all this time, is missing. He tries to explain, but Kate, unconvinced, aims the flamethrower at him. A shriek erupts from the flames, revealing the creature within Carter. Kate climbs into the remaining snowmobile and stares silently into the distance. At dawn, a helicopter that left for refueling days earlier returns to the base. Its pilot, Matthias, gazes in horror at the station's ruins. In the radio room, Colin's body sits slumped in a chair, his throat and wrists slashed with a razor. From a building's window, Lars, who survived Carter and Jameson's attack, fires a shot toward Matthias. Furious, the surviving polar explorer forces the pilot to open his mouth and inspects his teeth. At that moment, a dog, the creature, bolts from the building and flees. Lars shoots but misses. Ordering Matthias to start the helicopter, they pursue the dog. This is where the original 1982 film begins. The film ends here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.